I prefer to call me cherry on top, so if you'd like to. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Definitely, as Salome said, I have the most challenging task today to have a presentation after all these fantastic speakers and experts in adult education. But at the same time, it's a pleasure, so I don't really mind. And thank you to the organizers for the opportunity to come here and present, let's say, good practice example from Bosnia and Herzegovina. So I know it's been a long day, okay? Okay. It's been a long day, and we definitely received so many informations. So I will try to be as specific and as interesting as possible, even though I know that quality assurance is not really the most exciting topic in the world, but definitely its importance is not questionable. At the very beginning, I would like to, we should definitely distinguish two types of quality assurance, and, or let's better say, two perspectives from which we can discuss about quality assurance. The first one would be institutional perspective, which is related only to one organization and focuses directly or mostly on the education process. The other perspective is what I'm going to talk about in my presentation. That is a systematic perspective, and my colleagues during this session, they talked mostly about the first perspective, the institutional perspective, but and only I think Mr. Eradze from Georgia was the closest to the systematic perspective. The systematic perspective is more comprehensive, and it is anchored in a system of one country, and it connects key stakeholders, that is, key actors in one system. My colleague from Bosnia, Ms. Amina Isanovic, yesterday talked about the laws in adult education that have been enacted in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In the past decade, we managed to build a system of adult education in our country by enacting laws on adult education and respective bylaws in all 12 administrative units. And after that milestone in 2019, when the last law on adult education was adopted, quality assurance arose as the new main priority, as that built system needed to be developed and implemented actually appropriately, and its quality shall be ensured. So in cooperation with ministries of education, we decided to develop an information system which should control and monitor the adult education process and be kind of a link between adult education organizations, registered adult education organizations, and ministries of education. When I say registered adult education organizations, I mean those who applied and went through the process of accreditation, and those who implement formal programs and non-formal publicly recognized programs. So not all organizations are involved in this system. It only covers those who got accredited by the ministries of education. The working group for system development was established in 2019, and it took 2 years to develop a prototype of the system. It took so long because of the challenging time of Corona pandemic, then because of the complexity of our country and complexity of the adult education as a segment of education. With this system, we will try to solve 4 main problems. That would be absence of monitoring tools for ministries, absence of digital tools for educational process management, then misusage of adult education, meaning frauds or issuing fake diplomas or degrees, which has been a huge issue recently in our country. And the 4th problem would be the lack of statistical data on adult education, which was addressed yesterday during the afternoon session. All these problems were identified by ministries of education in cooperation with other stakeholders and of course with DVB International. Already at first sight you can see that what we are trying to do with this system is secure the quality of the system and indirectly quality of the education process. So I'm telling this to give you a background, to actually explain why we decided to develop a system. And now I will tell you more about the system itself. So ISCOM is the abbreviation from the Bosnian title of the system, which means Information System for Controlling and Monitoring Adult Education. And it's an online platform that can be accessed by following the link www.iskolm.ba, and this is the screen that you will get after following this link. Here is a legal definition of the system. It's an online platform that connects key actors in the adult education system, meaning adult education organizations and ministries of education, provides an insight into the real-time situation on the ground. It controls the teaching process from the very beginning, from the registration of participants to the completion of programs, to the end, and provides a collection of data necessary for strategic planning and reporting. It is also a very effective mechanism of monitoring, as it obliges the users, that is adult education providers and users, to give correct, complete and timely information about their operations and about their educational programs. As I said, it's an online platform and it can be accessed from any place by, of course, with respective user data and with any by using any medium, mobile phone, tablet, of course, PC, whatever you prefer. Ministries of education have their own accounts, and adult education organizations have their own. Adult education organizations must enter each participant into the system at the very beginning of the program, and must follow of every accredited program, and must follow that participant through the program, through the system by the end of the program. The system operates, processes actually the entered data and generates the outputs that are in line with the adult education bylaws. And there are two main groups of outputs generated by the system. These are adult education documentation, including, for example, digital registers, enrollment documentation, registration for examinations, etc. And the second group is the certificates and degrees. Once a participant finishes all the tasks and passes all the exams prescribed by the program, the system automatically creates a certificate that adult education organization can print on a special paper and collect it to the participants. This significantly makes easier the educational process management, and it makes it easier, and it ensures that actually all documentation in adult education and all public certificates and degrees are standardized, so are completely the same, and they don't differ from one organization to another. It also reduces risks of malversation of adult education providers, as the system disables adult education organizations to issue certificates before a person completes the program. Then ministries of education have digital access to all documentation anytime, and it can easily monitor the whole process. And the system is direct contact between ministries of education and adult education organizations, as adult education organizations can actually report some problems, mistakes, errors, or anything else directly through the system. The developed prototype of the system was piloted from June 2021 to April 2022, and it proved to be functional and a valuable tool actually. So we decided to engage a real IT company to develop a real information system based on this prototype, and it will be finalized by the end of this year. The system has already been added to the regulation related to adult education documentation and to public certificates in two cantons, Sarajevo canton and Duna Sana canton, and DVV International was part of the working group for the elaboration of these bylaws, and here I put just on the slide one of the appointment letters. It was by the Ministry of Education of Sarajevo canton. In the past 2 years, we also prepared two handbooks for users of the system. One handbook for administrators from ministries of education, and one for adult education organizations. Both handbooks are in Bosnian language only, but if you are interested in this topic, they can definitely be useful for you. So I brought some pieces if you want to maybe read or see the pictures, so learn more about the structure of the system, as I didn't have time to put it here. Finally, in the next 2 years, our objective is to actually introduce this system in 4 cantons of Bosnia and Herzegovina and support its sustainable implementation, so to leave it as part of the system. But also to promote the system countrywide, as we expect it to become actually recognized by all educational authorities, all ministries of education, as a valuable mechanism, valuable tool for quality assurance in adult education and for monitoring of adult education. So that would be all. I hope there will be panel, because I think that definitely we have a lot to discuss. It's an important topic, so I don't know, Salome is now in charge. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.